Log into the game to experience your new content.
Check. Okay, it should be going through now.
Check.
It'll probably take a couple of
Matt's
seconds
going his own way.
We can go our own way.
We need to get that song for men going their own way
fuck.
segment. Hey.
Oh, there we go. So
I can hear
I
you.
was muted.
All right. I can't tell if this is like too loud or too quiet. So it's hard to tell.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah, I think so. TJ, can you talk now so I can listen?
Yep. Yeah, I am now talking at the speed or volume, rate, whatever.
Yeah,
Talking
this all
at
sounds.
the speed of TJ.
Yeah, it actually all sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Rounding around at a round of round. Round. Matt, we gotta play pub. We gotta play Fortnite. I guess pub goes over.
I don't want to
So-
play Fortnite. I don't
What
want to have
about
to deal with crafting and shit.
All about Fortnite.
I started playing it this morning.
That's what all the kids are playing.
Yeah, you don't know how many people bought PlayStation, Xbox cards to get the Battle Pass last week.
Of course. Alrighty, I'm ready to start if you are.
Oh,
fuck.
Right.
Do we?
That was weak.
All right, let's start.
Did you say? Did you mention that we're alive? Oh, you said
like
we're live.
sharing.
I said we're live all over the place except for Twitter.
Twitter, the two genders.
Uh-huh.
What?
Baskin Robbins and Dunkin' Donuts.
Twitter is my babyest number, and I'm on a go.
Twitter is the worst place in the world on the internet.
My piggy came loose. Lovely. I hope this is gonna be a thing the whole podcast.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey Arnold, remember that show?
And it's got a great theme song.
Remember, this is what Hey Arnold looks like now. Want to feel old? Who would Hey Arnold look like if he was old?
A football.
Just a football? I like that. Hey Arnold as an old man. So when was Hey Arnold on?
But didn't that start in 94? Or maybe went through 99?
No way, it was 94.
I was in fourth grade when that.
96, TJ. Get the fuck out of here.
That was close.
That's still earlier than I would have thought it was.
What grade were they in Hey Arnold?
I was
Fourth
like
grade.
Seventh grade.
Fourth grade. You're
What?
so off. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
How are they in fourth
Get the
grade?
fuck off this podcast.
They were not in fourth grade.
Your Hey Arnold knowledge is not.
I need
They
to
were
see some
not in fourth
sources on
grade.
that.
How old's a
They
fourth
were-
grader, TJ? TJ, I know you like to spend a lot of time outside the school. How old's a fourth grader?
8 to 9.
We'll
No.
say. Wait.
9 to 10. 9 to 10.
Okay, let's say they're 10. So that would make.
What?
So that was 22 years ago. So they're all 32.
Basically your age, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Hey Arnold, you're 32 now. All right.
Hey, Arnold.
All right, I'm ready to start. If you want to cut the music,
I will not.
the pubesic.
Pubes.
Welcome.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 304. I'm your host, Jonathan Dangerer, and I'm joined by my co-hosts.
Matt Haig.
And TJ May.
That's right. You guys use your actual names. I'm not even using my real name. No one can know it.
To protect the innocent.
It's to protect
Yeah.
my Twitter persona, my fursona, if you will.
I was told growing up to never use my real name on the internet, so you're just following that rule.
Yeah,
First Amendment rights.
I
I
was
can
just-
say whatever the hell I want.
I was just following orders. But anyway, I'm parched, and I was waiting to start the podcast. I've got a small town brewery, unique ingredients with unmistakable taste of nostalgia. Small town brewery makes specialty beers that utilize unique ingredients. Unmistakable. Okay, I read that the wrong direction. I read that
The
manga
unique
style.
taste of garbage.
Rachel. This is beer flavored with spices. We like to think of it as a dark spiced ale with vanilla and honey notes. Best served chilled or poured in a glass over ice. We know you'll enjoy it. We do. Ale with the 5.9% alcohol by volume. This is not your father's root beer. And I took, all right, I'm going to do a whiff and just kind of describe
I
it
didn't
here.
know that was actually beer. I thought it
Oh,
was just like a
That
Mike's
smells
Hard
like root
Lemonade
beer, but
situation.
also a strong. It smells like malt liquor, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think calling this beer. I mean, malt liquor is fermented, I think, but it
Yeah.
isn't beer. But it isn't beer.
But yeah, usually
Alright.
that's what stuff like that is. It's just like a soda with like grain alcohol added in
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, Lauren wanted to buy it because she
It makes bad
didn't want to
decisions.
drink beer and wanted to try it, and it was like on sale or something. So I'm gonna. Or here we go, down the hatch. We're gonna do. Not a lot. I mean, I guess I get the root beer. It's not as alcohol-y as I was worried about, so that's good. It basically just tastes like a vanilla soda, maybe.
Okay.
You know, not like cream soda, but
Just get
just-
those mouth noises all up in the podcast.
yep. No. So it tastes like if somebody took like, I got to imagine like vodka, right?
Yeah.
And they poured a bunch of like vanilla extract, and then grabbed like 50 of those like root beer barrel candies, and just dropped them in there and let them dissolve, and then stirred it up, and then poured like cups of sugar in there. And
That still does
so-
not sound bad.
It isn't bad, honestly. It tastes like sugar water that is probably alcoholic, and by probably it is. It's 6%.
Yeah, of course.
So I'll have a couple
that's
of here,
like-
and I'll be
that's
good.
not nothing.
I'll be taking off. So anyway, yeah. So that's what I'm drinking.
Come
TJ,
on.
what do you got?
Well, my phone
you
keeps
were-
falling, but
You were talking about how you had a lot of
Oh, yeah.
soda.
well, I'm already halfway done with it.
Okay, so how
Jesus
many ounces is a liter? Like what?
How many
30,
ounces are in a liter?
33?
Well,
40?
it's 1.05 quarts.
Okay.
So a quart is
What's that in
64.
American?
Well, quart is what? 16 ounces?
No, a pint is 16 ounces.
A quart is 2 pints. So it's a quart is 32 ounces?
That-
Yeah, because a
that's-
gallon's 64, right?
Yeah.
No, a gallon's 128.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, four
because
quarts
four
in a
times.
gallon.
Yeah, so it's just over 32 ounces.
Okay. We'll
yeah.
just say it's 33 ounces. Okay.
Okay.
So that is 53 ounces of soda you're going to drink.
Yes, 100%.
That's too much. I'm
I'm
not
already-
a doctor.
I'm already 2/3 of the way done with the Mountain Dew.
Is one of those diet at least? No.
No, this is all sugar.
That's like see this can? That's like
Yep.
that much sugar you're just pouring in your mouth. I mean, that's
You're-
what
you're
these
gonna-
two bottles are as well, so.
You're gonna
All right,
die
hang
on
on.
the show.
I got two different
tonight,
flavors.
No, but TJ is
I have
Are
to
you-
do this like I did with the one.
No, okay. I'm going to describe while you do it. So
Okay.
TJ has a Mountain Dew liter and a Cherry Dr. Pepper, and he's double fist drinking both of them at the same time. Getting the suicide. You remember that when you go to... I used to do that all the time when you get
Yeah.
soda. You'd be like, I want the suicide. So get every drink.
Oh,
I make sodas all the time, especially when you get a Coke Freestyle machine.
Yes.
So much good things you can mix
Yeah.
together in that.
Actually, one of my favorite mixes. I've got two favorite soda mixes. One is because at Burger King they used to like tell you what to mix. They're like, hey, these two go good
Like
together,
soda
and that is
cocktails.
Coke, or it was Coke there. So Coke and Sprite, half and half.
Yep, that's good.
It's good. It's like a lemon lime Coke. You know, they make like they made like lemon or lime Pepsi, so kind of the same thing.
Yep. I go one step further, especially if I have Pepsi products.
Okay.
Is especially if you can get it to settle where they don't start mixing. You have a bottom layer of your cola,
Okay.
and then you get your citrus thing, Mountain Dew, Mellow Yellow in the middle, and then you get your lemon lime on top.
Okay.
And you want to kind of keep that as separate as possible.
Stratified layers of soda.
Yes, I call it a nuclear sunrise.
Okay. I mean,
That's
yeah.
nice because it goes from sweet and smooth to sweet and heavy to just
Yeah.
heavy.
I like it.
Drops like a bomb.
There you go.
Yep.
Drops it like a motherfucking bomb. One of the other combos I always liked. Now this is something that I could only do at Edgewood when we had the cafeteria. It was a
Oh, yep.
college we attended,
Mhm.
where we had all you could drink drinks when you bought your like meal or whatever, because it was meal ticket. You got like one meal, and it was all you could eat basically, each meal. And I would get and fill up a thing with like half Sierra Mist, because I think they had Pepsi products, and then I would pour in the other half grape soda, or not grape soda, grape juice.
Ooh.
Grape juice and Sierra Mist is awesome, and I called it Purple Haze. Is the drink I called it, and it was good. Just imagine like a carbonated grape juice.
Okay. Yeah,
Very
that
good.
sounds really good.
Was very good. I actually still try and make that from time to time, but I don't buy a lot of grape juice. So
My ultimate mix, or at least I've got a few good mixes.
Kingdom
but
Hearts Ultimate Mix soda
Kingdom Hearts.
drop.
ultimate mix.
22
Man,
Pepsis over 38 Coca-Colas.
I was just listening to the Kingdom Hearts and Taxes episode.
Okay.
There was some good stuff there. But if you have access to a Coke Freestyle machine, pre-changes, because they added some new flavors recently.
Okay.
What you take is you do and you can substitute with diet anywhere here because it's Coke Freestyle. You can do that all the time. But if you do 3 parts, excuse me.
Oh,
I knew that was coming.
this is a hack the menu segment. Impromptu.
It is. Yeah, 3 parts. Cherry Mellow Yellow
Okay.
and 1 part lime Fanta,
Mm.
and you get a caffeinated carbonated cherry limeade.
Oh, that sounds
It's-
good.
It's smooth. It goes well together. Really
cherry,
enjoyed that one.
Cherry limeade's one of my favorites. I love lime flavored stuff though, so
Yeah.
I'm a sucker. I love just lime Fanta itself,
Now,
plain.
I said pre the changes because
Yeah.
there now is a limeade Mellow Yellow that shows up on the Coke Freestyle machines.
Oh, nice. So you can do limeade and then
Mhm.
add cherry.
If you want to do something not caffeinated because you don't want something that's gonna drop and be heavy,
Yeah.
there's a great Powerade mix that I do.
Okay.
That is my version of the fruit punch because I hate. Man, this phone is sucking.
Yep. It's an iPhone, so.
Yeah,
but
but I hate. I hate the fruit punch that's in a Coke Freestyle machine because it's way too heavy on the pineapple flavor. And I'm just
Okay.
not a big fan. So I'll make my own fruit punch Powerade by mixing together cherry, strawberry, orange, and not raspberry. It's another flavor. Lemon. Cherry, strawberry, orange, and lemon.
So you just DIY fruit punch.
Yes.
That's a lot. So you're the guy in front of me that takes an hour on the freestyle machine. I'm like,
No,
get
because
the fuck out of here. I
well
want
before I
barks.
get up there, I know what I want.
Fair enough.
And it's
You
going
know
to
that-
take me half a second to get
It's
there.
like
Alright,
do,
fair
do, 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 done.
Yeah, they should let you have like a keychain, like a key fob. You know, like
There's a
where
Coke
you can-
Freestyle.
where
There's
you
a
can
Coke
just-
Freestyle app that you can do. and
Really?
You're supposed to connect it to the machines. Yes.
Oh, that's good because then you're just like, I know what I want. Dial it
Yep.
up.
You set your
Give me the
mixes, and you can
TJ.
actually have it dispense the mix for you.
Do you think that they do a suicide option with that, where you could get every single flavor that they have on the machine at once?
Now, I've actually seen the inside of it because I used to work at Noodles and Company and used to
Yeah,
service
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
It's basically a printer of flavors inside there.
Okay.
There are
That's
12.
fantastic.
There are 12 big, essentially sugarless mixes, and 12 small sugarless mixes. The big ones are the flavors you'd expect, like the Coke Zero, the Powerade base, the Diet Coke base, etc. And then the little ones are going to be things like the vanilla, the lemon, the raspberry, and all of that. And then it pumps in HFCS, pumps in high fructose corn syrup for the sugared options. It pumps in NNS, which is the non-nutritive sweetener for the diet options. It has a water pull in, it has a CO2 pull in, and it just does it all at once. I am going to say just a word to the wise. If you're very, I don't want to say germophobic, but if you're worried about things, I know that I always took very good care of my Coke Freestyle machine.
Yeah.
But if it ever just feels wrong, please do not drink out of a Coke Freestyle machine. If you got one nozzle, and if they're not cleaning that nozzle, it's going to give you some nastiness. Maybe edible, but I wouldn't push for it.
I went to a Coke Free. I mean, I can't remember what it was. It was like a Coke Freestyle. Oh, it was at the movie theater at like the AMC that used to be the Sundance downtown Madison or in Hilldale. And we got up to it, and it had like 2 flavors. Like everything else was grayed out. And I was like, "Fucking seriously? At a movie theater? Like you're not gonna have?"
It means they're not taking care.
The one soda machine.
Now the weird thing with that is, I mentioned how there's the big flavors, the big bases, the root beer and whatnot.
Yep.
The big one for Coke.
Yeah.
The only dispense that actually pulls from regular Coke is regular Coke with no flavors.
Okay.
Because if you pull any flavored Coke, it actually pulls from the Coke Zero mix, but pulls regular sugar.
Whoa! So it adds sugar to Coke Zero?
It adds sugar to a Coke Zero mix.
Because I always thought it didn't taste exactly right. You know what I mean?
But if you did it with a Coke base, it would be off too in a different direction. So it's actually a closer recipe by using the Coke Zero base when you're mixing a flavor like a cherry, a vanilla, or whatnot.
Fair enough. But I always
thought
that
we gonna get
like,
shut down for sharing these secrets. I feel like
it's
we're
like
gonna get sued.
Coca-Cola freestyle fucking hacks right now. So what you got to do is you got to tap Barks 4 times.
We're like reverse engineering the Coca-Cola formula by seeing what ingredients they put in.
Well, here's the thing. I actually know how to get to the system menu, and it's not actually going to do anything because you won't actually know what's showing up. It's just how you kind of help change things or just pull through straight sugar water or whatnot.
We used to do a thing at, I forget where it was, or not a thing, but like I used to watch, I forget the damn name of the show. It was Kevin Rose did this show before Dig was like a thing. It was about hacking stuff, and they had like how like common vending machine styles and ways to get free food out of them by like hitting buttons and hold, you know what I mean, like the reset modes and stuff that you could do the diet. So like some of them,
for
if you like
the longest time, a lot of that stuff had like diagnostic modes just to make it easier for testing shit in the factory, and they didn't count on those ever like becoming public knowledge, so they just didn't secure them in any way.
I mean, most of them got probably patched and fixed, so you probably have a hard time, but it's kind of one of those things where like you'd see and be like, okay, this is a Bronson 742. If I hold the coin return thing in and then press 999 and then hold like the dispense button, it should give me 0 prices for everything I hit, so I can but like stuff like that's kind of neat, like in the back door. Kind of like phone
like
freaking
cheat codes
back
for
in the
life.
day.
Yeah, like with the old Captain Crunch whistle and stuff, where you just
the
like
phone
whistle the
freaking
correct
stuff
tones.
is so cool. Yeah, I don't know if you haven't read about phone freaking or anything, but it's something I would suggest a long Wikipedia hole you'd go down on that. But like Matt said, there was a Captain Crunch promotional whistle that you would get, and if you dialed in, I think it was like whatever was it, Bell? What was the name of the phone company? Anyway, if you called in the phone company and you whistled the correct tones, it would do like a free long distance call. It would connect you or whatever, or it would allow you to type in a long distance number. So it's like kind of a weird thing. Or you could get like route into like the backdoor like phone operator systems if you do the right tones, because it was all tone based.
Yeah.
Like because they would just like have
it had
machines
to
set up to play a
travel
tone.
on like telephone wires.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So it was, and well, I mean, you can put data on telephone wires with with DSL, but they didn't have that technology. They could relay everywhere back in the day, so they had just tones that would play. And yeah, it's a whole thing to go down, but that was kind of a neat thing. And you hear about people doing that shit. And
what was the
cool.
bell in the Midwest called? I know Bell South, but that wasn't up here.
Yeah, I don't know. What are the phone companies in the 80s? Who knows?
It was Ma Bell.
There's Ma
No,
Kettle.
wait, is Ma Bell and AT&T the same thing?
There was Ameritech. The breakup of the Bell system. So there was AT&T, Ameritech, Bell Atlantic, Bell South, NYNEX, Pacific Telesis, Southwestern Bell, and US West, also known as Quest, which became CenturyLink. Whereas it looks like Bell Atlantic and Bell New York merged to be Verizon. And AT&T, Ameritech, Southwestern Bell, and Pacific Telesis all became AT&T.
So
they all,
essentially,
like,
we haven't had a new phone company ever.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But originally, before it was broken out into the bells, AT&T was the one phone company. And then they had to break it out into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 companies. So, in 1982. So there must have been other ones too. Other ones. So it wasn't the one, but there was like one that was basically every phone company.
I remember.
There must have been one around here. I don't know.
Bell.
Well, Alexander Graham Bell.
I know.
So back in the pioneer days, instead of rolling out like a nationwide phone wire network, they were just kind of like, we have conductors all over the place, and they just built a phone network that tapped into the barbed wire fences that were everywhere. So like farmers would have their own like hacked
We had
phone that hooked up to the fence.
GTE North.
We had Wisconsin Bell.
Well, was there just Wisconsin Bell?
It was Wisconsin Bell, which is an Ameritech company. So
all right.
Looks like I'm seeing logos for things like Illinois Bell, Michigan Bell, Indiana Bell, Ohio Bell. Yeah, I remember all the Wisconsin Bell commercials and the old logo.
Well, now that we've figured that out, let's move on. Speaking of that, TJ, why don't we talk about new phones? Since let's just segue right into it.
Yeah. So podcast listeners will know that I am recording from a phone, and I've been recording from a phone. And when I was dealing with data issues, I went ahead and got my Cricket employee plan, and was using that phone, and then that became my daughter's cell phone, so I kept having to borrow it from her. Well, now I'm just on my own Cricket plan.
Nice.
I'm together with my daughter. I wanted to do that recently because my employee plan ended because GameStop is no longer part of Cricket or associated with Cricket at all.
Oh. Do they have any mobile phone company?
No mobile phone company partnered with GameStop anymore.
Wow.
So I did this. If you do a deal where you port in a number, you get a phone at a reduced rate. So I did that to purchase a phone, but then I also purchased a SIM card, got my old phone unlocked, and just went back to my phone I've been using.
Nice.
The iPhone I've been using for 2.5 years now.
iPhone 4S, 5S,
6S.
Nice.
6S.
That's a good phone.
It's the last one before they took out the headphone jack.
Haha. I saw that the Galaxy S9 announced that it had the headphone jack still and is waterproof.
Yep.
Hey, you can do it all.
So I went ahead and
they didn't make the revolutionary change to remove the phone jack.
They're just not brave enough.
Jack. Yeah, exactly.
They didn't have AirPods that they wanted to sell, so.
But I had I did all the changes, which took a little bit of processing, and then so now I'm no longer on Sprint. And as of today, my wife is also no longer on Sprint. We are all together on a month-to-month plan. I know that, you get less options for phones, or if you do get phones, you have to pay for them outright.
Yeah.
But if I ever want to change, I can change anytime because I'm on a contract list.
Well, and you have a phone that you've paid for, correct? Like,
Yes, this phone is completely paid
so
for.
you're just like a free agent. You're just like, I can do whatever I want with this phone. It's unlocked.
I do what I want.
Which is nice. I would love to do that, but I have U.S. Cellular, and I really like U.S. Cellular's service in this area. And they do not have the ability to use many unlocked phones because they have a very small list of phones that they support. Like, if I wanted like the essential phone, nah. If I wanted any of like the OnePlus phones, nope. It's only like Samsung for Android, and then the iPhones, they have all of them. But I don't know. I'm not going to get another phone because I'm buying a house and getting married. So I looked at my bank account, TJ.
Yep.
I have tens of thousands of dollars. And it is
that's
all
going
going away.
This is John's bragging segment.
It's
I'm
not
John,
bragging.
and I have responsible amounts of money in my account.
It is not in any way bragging because I was given gifts for the wedding from both our families, and that's all there. So it's like, here it is. And then 2 months from now, I'm going to have zero in the bank. So it's great. All that savings is going away. I'm not looking forward to, but it's okay. Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. I'm just like, I have to be like super frugal now because I was talking to Lauren about this, and I was like, we have all this money, but we cannot spend a penny. Like, I'm just like, I ate ramen tonight for dinner, which I like ramen. I make it all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Because I usually, I cooked up like a smoked sausage and then chopped it up, and then I put some peas and carrots and some frozen corn in there, and use some sesame oil, and no, I made delicious ramen, which I like to do.
Did you slice up a hard-boiled egg and throw it in there?
Yes, I did. Well, no, not hard-boiled egg. I like to cook it like
egg drop it.
No, I cook it like whatchamacallit, just like over easy, and then drop it in there, and then the yolk pops and melts in there.
Well, that sounds good.
Oh yeah, it is. It's easy too because you just fry it up and then pour it in.
Yeah.
On top. Anyway, so no. I make a mean ramen. I buy the good stuff. None of this Maruchan ramen. I can afford the Ichiban ramen, which costs $1 a brick instead of 25 cents a brick. I can splurge on myself.
It used to be $6 for $1.
Yeah, well, nah, man, times have changed. You only get 4 for $1 now.
Oh.
I used to eat ramen as a kid all the time. My mom used to make it. We called it funny noodle soup, is what we called it.
I get it. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
We'd be like, "Can I have funny noodle soup?" So I loved it. I've loved noodles since an early age. So, well, cool, TJ. I'm glad to hear you've got the ability to do that.
Yep. So now I'm using my own phone for this podcast. Things
Nice.
are a bit more wider screen, a bit crisper for image because I got better.
It really does look good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because the crappy phone my daughter has.
I have a feeling like the audio quality is a lot higher as well. So
a little better.
It sounds higher.
Close. I mean, I'm looking at myself on the stream too, and it's looking a lot better than it ever has in a while.
Oh yeah. Cool. So
Everything's coming up, TJ.
So yeah, I think I had alluded to this, but yeah, we're moving house at the end of the month here. So, yay! I'm packing. There's boxes behind me. Everything's getting packed. I'm not gonna move this thing because like right here is fine, but if you were to look at the group, it's just garbage all over the floor around me because I'm like basically tearing out shelves and going through stuff, and I haven't gotten garbage bags up here to start sifting through the throwaway stuff. So
you've cleaned up the table behind you too. There's like nothing left over there.
Yeah, there isn't. I've packed that away, the recording equipment, because I'm not going to record a podcast in the apartment for now. But God, this new house. Why did I agree to do this? My mortgage is going to be $500 a month more than I'm paying for rent. It's so much money.
That sounds really stressful.
It is and it isn't, because I did get a new job, and I'm making definitely more than $500 a month than I was making at my old job, so I can afford it, but it's been nice this year of having the same rent but making a lot more money, where I'm just like, I can like save and invest and do all this stuff with my money.
Well,
And now I won't have that.
well, you'll be earning equity though.
That's true. Exactly.
Yep.
We're gonna have 5% down on the house, so almost enough to sell it if we had to, because usually pay the realtor 6% when you sell it. So almost enough equity to sell it if we had to, and break out even. So yeah. No, anyway, but no. We're doing okay. We'll be fine. Just the wedding's gonna suck ass because we still have to pay for everything.
So Matt, you
Yep.
said something in a podcast I'm listening to now, because I'm in the middle of finishing up the Kingdom Hearts and Taxes episode of this, and apparently you must have slipped a little nugget into my unconscious brain, because you mentioned that you could download an app on your phone to stream your phone games on Twitch,
Yeah.
so people can watch and play Adventure Capitalist.
Yeah.
I just happened to
Which
be
I'm
looking at my
definitely
kids'
not playing right now.
I happened to just look at my kid's tablet, and apparently they had downloaded it,
Yeah.
and they had already unlocked the moon, but hadn't done anything there. And I'm really addicted to just doing the moon
Oh,
stuff.
come on.
Oh,
It's so
Adventure
good. I play it
Capitalist
all
is like-
day at work.
You guys are like 6 years behind me, because I played like all of Adventure Capitalist on Congregate.
Ooh, I
back in the
liked
day.
Adventure Capitalist before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly.
in about 4 days of play, I'm in the what's that weird number for 20? Because I'm in the Quattrovincillion, I think is what it is, which is 24.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So 24 times 3, that's 72 plus 3 zeros. A 1 with 75 zeros is about how high I can get up before I kind of like plateau on my current go through. I've got like octillion angel investors on that thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
I'm
the
just,
angel investors.
Just trying to get that 1%er event right now. Just trying to max
Oh, is there an
that
event
out.
going on right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
For the next 2 days and 20 hours.
I was doing the black and blue light sales or savings event last week, but that's about it.
Well,
yeah, all
good
you
for
gotta do with the events is just like do the whatever it's called when you claim your angel investors. Just claim your angel investors over and over again.
John, you need to what do they call it in this game? Ascend. You need to ascend.
Yeah,
What?
you gotta ascend.
Why?
Just ascend. Because you'll get to this point really easily, and then you'll ascend again for like a million things.
I've got 202 sugar lumps, man. That's a good. Well, let's see what I can buy. I can buy 100 wizard towers. Let's just fucking do it.
Fine, do that.
100 mines.
So
Oh yeah, upgrades. All right, yeah. All right, well let's ascend. I mean, since I was told to. Wait, no.
Yes.
Do I
Get
have
your
to?
stuff
Do I
first,
have
then
to spend
ascend,
my
yeah.
sugar lumps first?
I don't know what those sugar lumps do.
It's a new
Cookie?
thing.
Okay.
That's right here. Okay, yeah. So you can use your sugar lumps to level up your cursors, or I can level up, and you want to focus your money on grandmas.
Yeah, you want to get these hot strats.
If you I've used up all my sugar lumps.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
moon planet on Adventure Capitalist, you want to focus on your oxygen bars.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, I'm up. Okay, I gotta spend
that
my.
really gets
I
the
gotta
big
work on my.
multipliers.
Gotta work on my cookie clicker build here.
Yeah, and the first couple ascensions, I don't spend any of my golden, or don't spend any of your golden chips or whatever it is. Just go ahead.
Heavenly chips.
Heavenly chips, whatever.
I've actually spent a lot. I think I already have this one. Yeah, I already.
I think my
don't think I
cookie
even have enough.
clicker playthrough got
don't-
corrupted.
You don't have to respend the chips every time. They go from ascension to ascension.
Yep.
Okay. Because
You
I got to
retain
respend angels
optimal-
every time.
All right. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, I got Satan next. All right, let's reincarnate.
See, if I remember correctly, the Angels, because you have Angels and Devil Side, right? Devil
Yeah.
Side is more for idle play, and Angels is more for active play.
I think so. Yeah. Anyway, that's some Cookie Clicker. So.
Yeah, we haven't had a Cookie Clicker update in a while.
Uh-huh.
I'd
Yeah,
have to
Matt.
start over if I like somehow my save got corrupted, so I'd have to start over. I don't know
Yeah.
how to do that.
I see. Well,
I'm tempted, but if I do, I'll probably ascend earlier.
yeah.
Just to, ascend at a. They usually want you to ascend with about 100, but I'll probably ascend at like 6 or 8, and then I'll ascend again at like 20, and then that way, because I'll
Just
have
send every 5 minutes.
in Adventure
Forever.
Capitalist on the Moon, I'm ascending about every like 10 or 15 minutes. It's that good.
Yeah.
I bought my first grandma, and now I have 1 million cookies in about 3 seconds. Grandmas are powerful, baby.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy 10 of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
And-
be here investing.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys have fun with the podcast. I am busy now.
Okay.
I'm claiming my angel.
I'm a
investor
pro
again,
cookie
so
clicker
I'm gonna
player
go
right
to
now. I'm joining the Cookie
Yeah.
Click League.
So Matt, let's talk about something you maybe don't know as much about. Should we go over
Okay.
the details of the Nintendo Direct?
Yeah,
yesterday.
because I missed this. The only thing I saw was the big trailer tease at the end.
I saw
Yep.
all of the memes.
Yep.
All of the
Actually,
mayonnaise.
my favorite meme from this week doesn't have anything to do with the Direct. It's about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which just got announced.
Oh yeah, there's a good Skate 4 meme on that one.
It's just the Roman numerals being I
Yeah,
has been being
That's
memed
not
all
how
the
that
time.
works.
it isn't.
Well, on some things, some clocks have 4 eyes, but not all clocks.
Oh well, Matt's got 4 eyes.
The
What
nerdy
up?
clocks have 4 eyes.
Bam, 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 bam.
I can't even find my glasses.
Matt's got 4 eyes. Oh, he got it. He got it.
Yep.
I'm trying to multitask and become like a super rich dude, and
What was that?
I'm trying to. It's very demanding to play the adventure capitalist lifestyle and also have the MLG horns on ready.
Yeah, we should probably focus on podcasts and not our
Oh,
phones.
right, yeah.
Matt,
Okay.
TJ
What
asked
is
you a
this?
question.
What are
about
we doing?
The Nintendo Direct. Okay, my favorite part, I'm just going to start off with the Nintendo Direct, was, hey, let's talk about 3DS. It was the first thing.
Yep.
And they're like, hey, we had a 3DS game coming out in 2019.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay, I guess they're really sticking with the 3DS.
3DS is not dead at all.
Give me
yes.
everything on the fucking Switch, you goddamn monsters.
Yep. So, I mean, let alone the fact that they skipped a Mario and Luigi remake
Yes!
because they skipped Partners in Time, and they went right to
Yeah.
Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah, they're making. Well, I mean, everyone loved the Inside Story. It was like everyone's
Yeah,
favorite.
I know it was
but-
great, but Partners in Time still
Put it on the
worth
fucking
it.
Switch, goddammit! I don't need 2 fucking screens. This all smacks of stuff though that they had already being developed before the Switch blew up.
WarioWare Gold, which is kind of a WarioWare compilation.
It's because they said that it's gonna have touchscreen. It's gonna have
Mic.
like the dual screen, microphone,
twist.
all the stuff that.
It's everything from all of the handheld WarioWare games. Not every.
I mean, you
minigame.
could do everything but the mic with the Switch. So
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you have the touchscreen, but only in handheld mode.
And you have gyro. Yeah. So
And you
that
can do
would've
the
worked.
mic if you hook your phone up to a convoluted contraption.
Yeah, if you get the whole
Actually, the audio jack when you're in handheld mode, the audio jack does have the mic tech in it.
Yeah. You
So
just
it's
have
not
to hook
ju-
up like
it's
a.
not-
If you had like a headphones with like a built-in mic, you'd be able to do it
Like this, like what I'm
Yeah.
wearing right now.
Or even
We'll get
like,
to that, Johnny. We'll get to that because we're gonna go through the whole list. We've got a chatter today.
Oh God,
Um,
he's demanding.
Chat.
so 3DS stuff. They got the Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers, which looks interesting. The
Yeah,
Mario
that
Luigi
looks
Bowser's-
really cool. So is that like a Nintendo property? Like,
Yeah, Dylan's like Rolling Western
yeah, I heard
because
of that.
Dylan's a what was it?
Armadillo.
I was gonna say an aardvark. I'm like, what the fuck?
No.
It's not an aardvark.
No. That's
I've not played Dylan's Rolling Western, but
Arthur.
I've heard of it. I mostly heard of it through the panels on the 3DS that you'd unlock through Street Pass.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
God, my 3DS has not been turned on in months.
Yeah,
Like a long time.
I've not done much on it at all. Detective Pikachu looks cute and whatever as fuck. I want to play this game.
That looks really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested in Detective Pikachu. I like the voice that they got.
And then they completely
Not Danny DeVito, but good enough.
Yeah, I don't know which voice they did for the 3DS, and they got Ryan Reynolds for the movie. So
Yeah.
Did they get like a Ryan Reynolds sound alike for the game?
No, because I think they casted him first. They just didn't announce him. But they freaking trolled us with the Luigi's Mansion 3DS port.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what? They're making the GameCube game for 3DS when everyone's still clamoring for put GameCube games on the Switch.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
Yeah,
like that they're just like, hey, we're putting a bunch of shit on the 3DS still, and it's like, dudes, Switch is where it's at, man.
Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah. You guys have a mobile thing already.
I know.
It's the Switch.
and then they jumped to Nintendo Switch at that point.
Yeah, well,
And
to be
even
fair,
in this,
the
go ahead.
30-minute long direct, like 6 minutes of it were 3DS.
Well,
So
until we get to the dual releases.
yeah.
But yeah, Kirby Star Allies is coming out, and they're announcing,
Full Kirby game, like
full
straight
Kirby
up
game.
full Kirby game coming
well, they
out.
announced it a while ago, but we got more information on it, including the fact that they're bringing back like old allies and just a bunch of old characters that you can now play as.
Yeah,
King
the
Dedede,
fucking
Meta Knight,
the hamster from the second
the hamster.
Game Boy game.
the Blob,
I love it.
the Blob from Dreamland 3.
Yeah,
He's in there. Yeah. Okami
Nintendo,
HD.
where's a virtual console?
Yeah.
God
say that-
damn it!
But you say that, but we're getting games. Like, not Nintendo games. We're getting games on Nintendo. Okami HD is coming digital to digital.
Okami
Octopath-
re-released for the 50th time.
Yeah, but I like that we're finally getting a version of the HD version that lets you play with basically the Wii controls.
Yeah,
because
you have the ability to draw with your hand or
touchscreen.
use the touch.
this
Yeah,
case.
Which is
Octopath
nice.
Traveler talks about how the dual job system works now.
Yep.
Because they didn't have that in the demo. Got No More Heroes, which that looks interesting.
Yeah, it's
I
like
didn't
a
play the
No
old
More
ones.
Heroes minigame collection.
Yeah, but it still looks fun and co-op in
Yeah.
that one too.
Yeah.
Dark Souls remastered, and the big thing is they announced the amiibo, the Solaire of.
Fuck off with
Sasha.
this amiibo that they have. Fucking
He's
praised
already
this on.
sold out.
I know. They were even saying like, oh, we have a limited quantity of these, and they're only going to be sold online. It's like it's already gone.
in the U.S. It's GameStop exclusive, already sold out. That's why I know.
It's just ridiculous. Like, all right, I'm not even going to think about it. Like,
Then they went on a 10-minute rant about Mario Tennis Aces, and the more they talk about it, the more I want to play it.
I fast forwarded through that entire part because I was like, I know what Mario Tennis is going to be, and if I want to play a tennis game, I'm going to buy it. You don't need to sell me on this.
No, it's a bit more. What's the word? I don't want to say advanced.
Kawaii.
But, technical. It's more technical than I ever expected.
Okay.
In terms of both the way specials work and just even the standard play. And then they let you play you can use motion controls if you want. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Switch and 3DS with new levels, including ones based off Mario Odyssey.
I was actually really pumped for the Treasure Tracker announced because that was I loved those like levels in Super Mario World and New Super Mario World, or no, not New. What was it?
Mario 3D World.
Mario 3D World, yes, was that one. That was, I love that, and it's kind of awesome to be able to get that like more.
Yep.
More of that, and to play it again because they had the standalone Wii U version, but I didn't buy that, and I don't think a lot of people did. So.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Undertale's coming to the Switch for some reason.
Okay, so the Undertale coming to the Switch is even bigger than just that too.
Yeah.
Because Undertale coming to the Switch also means that Game Maker Studio is available to publish directly to the Switch now. So if you make a game in the game development app, Game Maker Studio, which a lot of really famous games have been made in, like Undertale for one,
Yep.
you can now export a Switch compatible release, and then you can like send it to Nintendo to have them like decide on whether or not they want to put it in their store. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, they made their
is
system
really
easy
cool.
to develop for.
This
It's
was
great.
the thing that was the most exciting about the Switch when I heard it come out, and it's the reason I bought the Switch when I did. Well, because it was on sale and there was one available, so I was like, "Fuck, I need to get this," and I had the money, and then because I knew I was gonna want to play Mario, so I was like, "Might as well fucking buy this now when I can get one." But it turns out you were able to buy one if you wanted. Like they kind of have stock issues, but you can find them if you look now. So
Now it's pretty easy, but I think with some of these announcements, they'll be snatched up again.
yeah. So the really cool thing is like the indie development I'd heard like from people that were like working in development and stuff were saying Nintendo's working really hard to make this compatible. Like they're really courting indie studios right now.
Yeah.
You know, a lot more than the PlayStation 4 is. I think Microsoft's doing a really good job too.
Yeah.
But you know, the PS4 is kind of like, eh. You know, they're already pretty open. They've always kind of been, so it's not like anything new. But like, I think the Xbox is trying really hard to get indie games on it, and I know the Switch was, and it is because the library is huge. You've got a lot of really cool re-releases that work really well on the Switch because, like, it's, hey, I can play some of my favorite indie Steam games portable. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And, so it's a really cool system, and I'm excited to see where it goes because
I wonder if there's going to be a lot of people doing innovative things with, like, the motion controls, and the Switch has a lot of cool stuff to play with, and in the indie world, a lot of times you get people that'll really take advantage of that.
Yeah,
So I think a lot of that's going to come with how successful Labo is, in terms of people
Oh,
really wanting
yeah,
to
I forgot
experiment
about
that way. Yep. You know, you got to have a first party show how to do it right, and then the third parties will be able to create from there.
Oh, you know what I like about Labo is that they were talking about how, you know, you buy the cardboard packs and the game card, and it's like, hey, if your cardboard fucks up, it's gonna come. You can download instructions on how, like, cut guides. You can just buy any cardboard you have and replace pieces.
Cool.
So.
I want to see people make some of the stuff with sheet metal.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
do. Oh, yeah.
You totally could do stuff like that. And so it's like once you've paid for the little game card to play the games, you know, you don't even have to use the same cardboard again. You can make multiples, you know, you can tweak it, do whatever you want, you know, because they're going to have guides. So
I'm going to go through the next four really quick.
There's a lot. They packed a lot in 30 minutes.
Yeah, Crash Insane Trilogy, which we already assumed was going to be.
Can we talk
multi-release.
about the fucking mascot of the PlayStation is available on the Nintendo Switch? I know it doesn't weird, but it feels weird.
It hasn't been weird since Activision bought them years ago
I know,
and started
but, like,
making multi-release.
I guess, but they're like this, like, I mean, I think that the Crash Bandicoot remaster was PlayStation exclusive for like
1 year
launch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of felt like a return to PlayStation. Now it's like, nah, yeah, fuck it. Crash Bandicoot's on everything.
Yep. It's Activision. Anything to make more money, you know?
Fair enough.
And fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, Crash Bandicoot Mind Over Mutant was Xbox 360 and Wii. Wasn't even on a PlayStation system. I'd have to look that up, but...
Can we talk about people bitching about that game, too? Like, people were talking about how, hey, the controls are fucked up. This isn't the Crash Bandicoot I grew up with.
Yeah, it was.
And like, all of the speedrunners play this new version, and they're like, no, this is right. Like,
Yep.
sorry, people, but this is actually correct. And the developers spent, like...
There are maybe some minor differences, but it's in terms of actual gameplay. Little Nightmares Complete Editions coming to Switch as well.
I had no clue what that was.
Yeah, it's a puzzle platformer. It's been out on Xbox, PlayStation.
Terrifying.
It's cute and terrifying all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really scary. I had never seen that before, even though it's been out. Like,
Yeah.
so.
South Park Fresh But Whole. I'm like, holy crap, games. It's
I
getting
know.
games.
A lot, yeah, and it's pretty cool. It's interesting though too because this like people are like, yeah, there's all these games on the Switch, and it's like, yeah, but people are like, can we get Monster Hunter World on the Switch? And the Capcom people are like, I don't think so.
Can we get Double Cross in the U.S.?
Yeah.
You know, because that's been out in Japan for a while.
That is something that they could think about now because
Worlds is doing well here.
yeah, we can segue into Monster Hunter World after this because I've been playing a lot of that. But that is, and Capcom put this out, it is the #1 selling Capcom game of all time, worldwide.
Not
It
surprised.
has sold the most copies.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. So, but yeah, there was more Nintendo Direct though. So there's more
Hyrule Warriors
games.
got a release date of May, which is
The Switch version.
The
Yep.
Switch version. Well, yeah, with all the stuff from 3DS and Wii U, and I'm just really excited that you could pick 4 characters and now swap between them in the map, just like you can in Fire Emblem Warriors and on the 3DS version of Hyrule.
Yeah.
And co-op's still a thing. But
Nice.
Splatoon 2 version 3.0. All right,
Let's get to it.
2 words. Well, maybe more than 2 words. My kids are awake, but I'll do this quietly. Now I want a fucking octopus.
That was a lot more than 2 words.
Yes, I mean I did want to before with Marina, but even more this main character, Agent 8, if I remember correctly. But yeah, there. In addition to all the free updates coming out, like the 100 new pieces of gear, 3 new stages, a new rank for ranked mode, rank X, the Octo expansion is a paid single player DLC.
What? Paid
if you-
DLC?
It's $20.
Splatoon gave everything for free.
People will buy it.
I
Johnny
know.
will buy it.
I
I'm super excited for it.
I love the idea of I mean, they're still like talking about like we got all these free multiplayer maps, we got all this free multiplayer stuff, and then they're like, but we have this like brand new single player campaign that's $20, which is awesome. That's a good way to do it.
And if you, oh yeah, Johnny already paid for it. He's already pre-bought it. He's been playing Splatoon a lot.
Oh, so he's already an octopus.
Yep.
Because if you pre-purchase, you can be in. No, you can wear an octopus shirt.
Yes, because you have to actually beat the expansion to actually become an Octoling in online matches, which I want to, because they are spelt the internet way, thick, THICC, and yeah. Where's the fan art? Can we go? Can we find some of that right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rule 34. Octolings.
Nope. All right, let's move off the Octolings. No, I'm a huge fan of the style of what they've been doing with Splatoon. Splatoon 2 has a lot of problems in terms of online play. I don't like a lot of the decisions they've made because like fucking let me play more than 2 maps at a time. It's kind of annoying when you haven't played it for a couple months and then you log in, you're like, let's check out these new maps. And it's like, oh, it's just the 2 maps that I already have played, so I have to like.
There's so much Agent 8 fan art already.
Holy crap!
Okay, let's not get deep into the Agent 8 fan art.
Bookmark.
All right, TJ.
Jesus Christ!
This is not the Shape of Water podcast.
Oh, wait, let me just make a note to Photoshop that real quick and win all the internet points.
Yeah. There are a lot of Splatoon fan arts on here, huh?
There sure are. I did a Google image search for Agent 8, and there's a lot of stuff that's like 1 day ago, 5 hours ago, 12 hours
people are
ago.
already on it. I don't see any Agent 8 Rule 34 though. It's a little too early on.
No, it's there. It's there.
I don't
already
see
saw
any.
it. I'm a Bing.
Now, if I told you there was the Esurance Agent Rule 34,
Oh, there's a lot of that.
would you
I've seen it.
remember the cartoon Esurance Agent?
Yeah, that sweet
I mean,
like
she was a
flash
sexy little
animation
thing.
looking
Oh yeah,
commercial.
I forgot about hers. For some reason, I was confusing it with Flo because there's some of that too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
loads. Let's just Rule
Well,
34 everything.
that's a real person now. That's a little creepy. Like you want to like fetishize a cartoon. That's your own thing.
I
But
mean,
when you get flow in there,
Insurance Lady's just basically Kim Possible.
yeah, this is grown up Kim Possible.
Yep.
This is a tasteful one. There's no boobies
Jesus,
here,
John.
but it's sexy insurance agent. So
Too hot for Twitch.
it's not too hot for Twitch.
getting
This
close.
is-
I think there's a no nipple rule on Twitch.
there
I think
aren't any
that's-
nipples in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I think it's okay.
I'm
by
not
their
going to scroll
rules.
down though because of the search that I've made. I need to safely get back to. All right, safely get back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's some. There's some Zootopia fan art here that somehow shows up.
What?
Zootopia is
There is
big.
a lot of insurance ad Lady Rule 34 stuff. It's crazy.
The internet's
Yep.
so fucked up.
That's why they pulled her.
People were too hot for the insurance lady. They had to pull her.
Yeah, that's why they pulled her.
And I've
If you
got
look
the
it up, that's why they stopped her as the ad icon, because
no
people were
way. Too much
doing
sex?
too much. Yeah, basically.
Oh fuck! All right. Well, I got the podcast episode image art, so
That's great.
thanks.
I'm all for it.
I found something good.
Bookmark.
I'm gonna share that one on the Discord right now, so the real fans can see this image. But anyway, so it's tastefully censored.
That's done.
Oh, there it is. Kill the first leader. The first cut is the leader. The first cut is the leader. All right, let's move on to Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Wait, no. We got one final thing in Nintendo Direct.
Oh, I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was
Single-player
important.
And then, okay, the Nintendo Direct is over. We're done. Oh wait, there's
and
one
here's some
more
s-
thing.
And
One
here's
more
some
thing.
Splatoon, and they show the Splatoon people again. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you got more stuff for Splatoon?
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
Inkling Girl and Inkling Boy, it looks like, are both going to be in Smash Brothers for Switch, coming out this year in the fall. I think they just
This
said
year for sure.
2018.
They just said 2018.
I'm assuming it's going to be for holidays.
Yeah. They've done November releases in the past, but I'm not. This is Nintendo. I don't trust past.
So is this a port or is this
don't
a
know.
new game?
We don't know yet. But
I-
my thought is port.
I've heard rumor that this is a new game that they had in development for a while.
I've heard rumors of that too, but there's no way Sakurai would have kept his mouth closed that long if it was a new game.
I don't know. We'll see. I do know that it's kind of funny too because I made fun of Nintendo fans on Twitter because it's just like we don't want this to be a port, but also make sure it's exactly like Melee and all of these other games. Like we don't want anything to change, but we want it to be a brand new game. It's like, okay, you're making an impossible demand here.
Yeah, exactly.
We want all of our favorite old characters and stages, and but it can't be the same as the old games. No ports. We want an original game.
It's gonna be like this. They'll bring back Ice Climbers, but they'll get rid of Mr. Game & Watch. Everyone will be upset.
Mhm. Man, do I love me some Melee though. I played so much Melee. I mean, Smash 4 sucks. I'm here to say it. Like Melee was better. Fight me in Melee.
I like them all except for Smash 64.
Yeah, some
I'm not.
people love that
I'm not
one.
big into any of them.
Yeah.
I just like them all.
No, I like them all too. I played like I mean I talked about Melee, like we ticked over the hour counter in that game, like
Yeah.
like 999 hours or whatever. Because I mean that was so much play like of that game, like so. I mean I get it.
I mean, since Melee, I've had the same two mains with one backup. I don't
Okay.
play a lot of characters, but I like Zelda, not Sheik,
Okay.
and I like Ness. Usually Ness first. It depends on the game.
What's
and then-
the tier? What's the tier list? What's the Smash tier list?
At least
Fox, number one.
Fox is always on top. Jiggly is at least up there. I mean, for Smash 4, it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And that changes. That just changes every tournament.
All right, let's check out the Smash Melee tier list.
Zelda's usually on the bottom.
Obviously,
Pikachu
everyone played as Fox.
Yep.
And that's SS. It's in its own category. I always played as Jigglypuff or Luigi.
Yeah. I can't do Luigi right. I like Mario better.
Oh, Luigi's so much better than Mario, though. He's so fast.
I get that. I can't play fast characters, though.
Oh, I love it.
I love Luigi in general, but I just can't do Luigi in Smash.
Jigglypuff in Melee was good because I was very good at timing the insta-kill move that
rest,
Jigglypuff
yeah.
had. And it was one of those things that we used to play. We never played... I know I'm going to blaspheme here, but we always played in timed mode in my house and not counter.
It's fine. You do what you will,
I know, but I just want to say stock mode is fucking stupid. Because when you're playing with 4 people, what you do when you play in stock mode is run around and not get damaged, and you win because you'll have like 2 or 3 more stock than everyone else at the end of the game.
Exactly.
It benefits bad play, conservative play. Whereas when you're doing time mode, it's just who can get the fucking most kills in 5 minutes, and so everyone's trying to kill each other. And that was fun. And then I love that too because, and this is what I hate, because people play stock mode is the worst. Because when you're trying to get someone who's never played Smash before, you're like, play stock mode, and they die because they're new at the game, and they sit for 4 minutes while everybody else finished. Then that's not fun. With time mode, you're always in there mixing it up. And I always play with items on, because what's the point of not having the items on? It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not playing here for fucking keeps.
Yeah,
I'm playing here because
Smash is a party game. It's a great party game, and the
Yes.
items make it more Mario Kart-ish, which makes
Yeah.
the game more accessible.
Okay. And that's the thing that pisses me off, because my fiance played Melee, but she played Melee with her high school friends, and they were super hardcore about, okay, we're playing stock mode 5, only on Final Destination, and that's it. And she hated the game, and everyone, because it was like, of course, because it's not fun when you're playing that way if you're not good or new at the game. If you're good at Smash, that's fine, because it's a good fighting game. Deep down, it's got the mechanics, to be a good fighting game. But when you're new, it's just not good. I don't know. TJ, are you okay?
Yeah.
TJ's hearing screaming in the background, I'm assuming, based
My
on
kids
the
are just
facial-
being loud and annoying. Right, kids?
We can't hear them. So, anyway. Yeah.
That was me
TJ,
that time.
stop antagonizing your children on a stream.
I haven't thrown anything at them yet. I'm thinking about it.
So anyway.
Like bricks.
So any final thoughts on Smash Brothers? Do you see... I like the memes of all the
final thoughts on Final Destination?
Characters in the
items?
background in the dark, people trying to guess who's going to be in it.
I love the memes about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Knack. It was in the background there. What else we got? There's a couple others I thought were pretty good. Definitely confirmed. Knack is in it.
You know who needs
in
to
it.
be in this game?
Yep.
We need the Planters Peanut mascot.
Yes.
He needs to be in this game.
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut. Yep. Let's get some fucking advertising in there.
Chester
And he
Cheetah.
can fight against the
Charlie
Monopoly
Tuna.
guy. Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Yeah, Mr. Monopoly.
Get them all in there.
See, I always used to think his name was Rich Uncle Pennybags, but apparently that was never his name.
That's I always heard his name was that.
I think it's Mandela effect.
Yeah,
that.
probably. Anyway, let's talk about what I've been doing.
Hacking.
Hacking. No.
Hacking.
It's not hacking time.
Hacking.
I do have a question though. Have you guys played? Have you guys heard? Have you heard of Salty Bet?
Yes. That's why
What?
I got set up a Twitch account.
Really?
Yes.
Matt, have you heard of Salty Bet?
No.
It's gonna be at fucking 4 frames per second right now, but so Salty Bet is a online AI versus AI fighting game like channel. It's constantly playing matches, and what it is you sign in to Salty Bet, and you can bet fake money on matches.
So this fighting game is using the Mugen MUGEN game engine, and it has thousands of self-created, user-created characters and movesets.
Yes, every character
Thousands.
All of every type of fiction is in this.
Yep.
Fucking KFC, the Colonel is in this.
Yes.
Ronald McDonald, overpowered. And I think you're allowed to bet, and I think that they rebalance the character
after
stats based on the bets to try and keep things as even as they can.
No, I think they rebalance the characters after wins and losses.
Yes.
To try and get them as balanced as possible.
Correct.
But no, the betting balance just determines how much you're going to win or lose.
Yes. So,
or not win or lose,
like,
but how
so
much...
when characters get like favorited, they'll become more powerful because I think you're allowed to put money into characters to like as like a community.
Yeah, that's a separate fund you're able to do.
Correct. And so if everyone loves, let's say here on the screen is Super Saiyan Goku 3, and everyone loves him, everyone can put money on him, and he'd get more powerful. And so when he would show up in matches, he'd be winning. And then what would happen is there'd be a backlash. And it'd be like, all right, Super Saiyan Vegeta or Goku needs to be, lower down, and then everyone would vote to like lower his stats. So it's just kind of like a thing where there's always like the new hotness in Salty Bet, like, oh shit, oh fuck, Sagat is super overpowered here, like so. No, it's a really cool thing, like that I've always thought was fascinating, and somebody reminded me that it was that it existed, so I wanted to bring it up.
That's why.
Like, oh yeah.
I haven't watched Salty Bet in a while, but
no, neither have I. But
it's why I made a Twitch account. It was great.
It's kind of a fun little thing. So
we have confirmation in the chat that Mr. Monopoly is named Milburn Pennybags.
Okay. So there
Milburn Pennybags.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a first name.
There was a Salty Bet style thing. So Twitch plays Pokemon, which that official channel, for a while was going through the different Pokemon games, but then for a large amount of time, it was playing either one of the Pokemon Stadiums or Pokemon Battle Revolution, and you could bet on teams, and then after betting on teams, it was you're on the team. And your votes help pick which moves you're using against the other Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was pretty fun.
That's some cool stuff. Like, I kind of like some of the Twitch play stuff. I mean, nothing will beat the awesomeness that was that original Twitch plays Pokemon Red and Blue run. Praise the UX Fossil, like one of the greatest. Like just that. I mean, I'm on a like hot take right now, but I feel like that was the end of the internet being okay. Like, right?
What?
No, because like I feel like right after Twitch plays Pokemon, like I think that was the twist, like in which the internet became bad.
Oh, so you're saying that anarchy versus democracy, anarchy won?
Correct, and that's the world we live in right now.
That makes sense.
What I'm saying is because like this was in 2014, right? And it was like, I think early February 2014. And I think, I don't know when they finished, but I'm sure it was like a few months. Yeah, just a month, March 2014. Pokemon Red. And like that was, after that, we had 2015, the election cycle started up again, and the world ended.
Yep.
Yeah, Twitch plays Pokemon is what brought me to Twitch as well. So.
Yeah, I was Salty Bet before then, so that got me in first. Salty Bet's been going on for quite a while.
Well, I remember Salty Bet playing before it was on Twitch.
Yeah.
Because that's what I remember Salty Bet from.
Yeah, I did it a little bit after you when it was actually doing through Twitch. In order to bet properly, you had to set up a Twitch account.
Well, let's talk about my games.
You want to talk about this one then, right? Which is Glary.
Monhun World, baby. TJ,
Sorry,
we gotta play.
Let me take I haven't put this disc in my system yet.
We gotta play together. All right, what's your main? What's weapon you gonna main, TJ?
Oh man, I want to do something dumb like greatsword, two-handed greatsword. I really want to do something slow.
Oh, you saying dumb? Great sword's the fucking shit, man.
Yeah,
I am
want-
playing. So I started playing longsword, and I
Okay.
love longsword, and it's got a cool like melee combo style where you. So the way the longsword works, and this is the great part about Monster Hunter World, is that each weapon is like its own game because it's completely different game mechanics. So it's kind of an awesome way to add so much depth because I was like playing longsword and I got through the normal rank and I started doing high rank stuff. And I was like, I'm getting kind of tired of longsword. So I picked up the greatsword. But let's talk about the longsword. So longsword, you have these slashes. You do triangle attacks to build up a combo meter. And then you can use R2 slashes, which are like spirit slashes that do more damage. And if you hit all 4 of them, you hit the spirit round slash at the end, and your like meter goes up another level, and you're doing more damage. And you're gonna go up to 3 times, and then at any time you can use up a meter to do this like crazy thing called a spirit helmbreaker, where you like shoot your sword at a guy, you dive at him, and you jump up like 30 feet in the air, and then do like a big slash down. It looks awesome, and it like just really satisfying because when it hits, it shows like 15 like damage numbers shoot up off the monster at once. Yep, go.
Never mind. There's a dumber weapon. I want it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with hammer.
Oh, hammer's good too.
Yeah.
Hammer's awesome. I've seen a lot of good hammers.
Anything that's slow and a lot of damage where you have to actually think before you swing.
No, I like greatsword more than hammer, but I play both. Greatsword's fun because it's all about timing and spacing.
Yeah.
So like greatsword's all like, okay. So the greatsword is super slow, and what that is that you hit triangle to do a really slow slash that hits for a lot, and then what you do is you hold a direction and then hit triangle, and then you do like this wind up where it'll flash 3 times, and you time it with a third flash, you let go, and you do a power thing, and then you can do that 3 times. So the third one is like the super powered slash, and when you hit a monster with that, it almost always, depending on the monster and depending on where you hit them, like on the head or the legs, will stun them and they'll fall over, and so you can like stun lock monsters, and you can do the same thing with a hammer. Because the hammer does the same thing, except for I don't like the hammer as much because you have to hit consecutive hits for it to work. Whereas with the greatsword, you just have to hit that final charge. And so with the great thing about the greatsword is you can run in and do the first triangle attack and then do the first windup, but you don't have to charge it to go up to the next level. You just have to swing, and then you do the second one and you swing, and then you do the third one and charge it up 3 times. So it's much faster than hitting consecutive hits with a hammer. Although hitting that 4th big bang attack or whatever it is with a hammer and breaking a horn off or doing the crazy animation is super satisfying as well. And I've played hammer as well, but I wanted to try greatsword because the greatsword has it's been in Monster Hunter for a while. Like greatsword, hammer, sword have all been like staples in Monster Hunter. They're not new weapons to this game. But one thing they added for greatsword is so you're always able to block with greatsword. You can't block with longsword, so you can hold R2 to block, and it uses your stamina bar when you get hit. But the greatsword added a move called kick and tackle. So when you hit triangle when you're guarding, you'll kick, and if you hit triangle again quick, you'll tackle. And tackle is invulnerability. And so if you are getting charged and you tackle when they're charging you, you will hit them and knock them over. And so it's this crazy like greatsword where you like they'll fly across the room and you'll do this, and then they'll start racing at you, and you can just like do this burst forward and knock them over. Like it's just crazy. I'm a huge fan. And hammer doesn't have anything like that. Hammer does have the ridiculous running up a wall or running down a slope where you hit the thing and you'll do like this crazy like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog like spin with the hammer in the air, and you can hit a monster like 20 times with it, and it's really satisfying. But here's the thing: you can play them all, and you can switch between them at will. Like it's the great thing about the game is you're just like building up. You know, it's just
looking at pictures of these weapons. I kind of maybe want to try out dual blades as well.
So you want to know the tier list?
I'm looking in groups right now, which says light weapons, heavy weapons, technical weapons, and ranged weapons. But is there a tier list too?
So you gotta go to the Monhan World tier list,
right,
which is the Japanese website. Matt,
do me a favor. Can you see into my daughter's bedroom right now? Do you see a person in the picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You can't get dressed right there, Sav.
Yeah, that'd probably be bad. I think we'd be banned
Yeah.
from Twitch.
Yep. Here, I'll fix it.
Good.
Closer there. Good enough.
Fuck, what was the name of the fucking website? Oh, you know what? I think I messaged
I
my
can keep
brother
your
a link to
TJ. I
it.
can keep your thing off this screen.
All right, so
It's
TJ,
fine.
let's
It's
What?
the John
I don't
show
want a
now.
dog.
all right. No, I'm going to the Monster Hunter World website. Let's get the as of updated today tier
Just for
list of weapons. So the triple S tier, TJ,
No, I don't think it's wheel. What was that?
the triple S tier,
The triple S tier.
the highest tier of Monster Hunter weapons right now, as voted on by the Japanese Monster Hunter community.
Hunting horn.
No, absolutely not. That is the lowest ranked weapon. it's meant for group play and buffing mostly.
Yeah.
So, no. I love that the Japanese has translated very awkwardly on this website. Is being translated. So I'll read these as they're called on here and translate it. The tier list triple S is twin sword. I think you know what that is.
Twin blade. Yep.
Yep.
blades.
Also on the top tier, a sword.
That is longsword.
Yes. Okay. Chaku. Chaaku.
That's gonna be a charge blade.
Charge blade. You're right. Yes. Okay. And the last one is very easy. Large sword.
Well, is that the insect glaive? No, it's great sword.
Yes. Correct. And then the SS tier is light bowgun, which is
Okay.
correct.
Yep.
Surak.
Surak. That's the insect glaive.
No.
Switch axe.
Switch axe. Correct.
Okay.
All right. This is my absolute favorite one because in Australian, this word means what we used to call development disabled,
Okay.
or slowly developed, retarded, if you will, or retarded in growth. Heavy bogan, because that's the Australian word for is bogan.
Okay.
Anyway,
Bogan.
heavy
Yeah.
bowgun. Yep, and then bow. So
Bow,
all
yeah.
those are all the ranged weapons are high tier.
Okay.
Middle tier's lance, which
Yep.
is the lance. Okay, gambler.
Gun lance.
Gun lance. Yeah, I know. I love it. It's called gambler. And then hammer. And then that. So those are all pretty good. You're not going to go wrong with any of those.
And then the insect blade sucks, and so does the hunting horn.
And the one-handed sword. Sword and shield.
Okay.
Sword and shield's nice, though, because it's good for beginners because...
Quick combos, easy block.
Yes, and you can actually use items without putting your weapons away.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because you have a hand free. So, yeah. Whereas great sword and long sword can be difficult when you're fighting Rathalos, who is constantly chasing you around in the arena, and you have to keep putting your weapon away to try and chug a potion, and they keep just attacking you. And it's like it would be nice to be able to have that shield up and use a quick second to chug a potion, and So anyway, no, it's a great game. I would highly recommend it. I can't get into it too detailed because there's just so much, and I've already gotten into way too much detail as it is.
Yeah.
But needless to say, the game is like the best-selling Capcom game ever made, and that is Capcom, a company that has made very many famous video games. So that's a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I understand the appeal now, having not been able to understand the appeal of any Monster Hunter games. I understand why this has done better than all the other ones because it's on a big system, so it's not on a handheld.
Yeah.
and-
Like the PS2 ones way back when.
Yeah, way back when. Mhm.
But with online play too, which is nice.
Yep, which is really easy, or not really easy. It's still kind of Japanese.
Yeah.
Which means not great for online play like American games are.
So,
But you can play online.
like Phantasy Star Online levels of online play.
Yeah, exactly. It works, but it's kind of weirdly like broken in some ways. Like, why can't we just join a quest as a party? No. I have to post it with the password, and then the people I want to join can join it and enter the password.
As
It's
long
just
as you've already started the quest.
Yeah, yes, as long as you've seen the cutscenes in the quest, you can join. Yeah, it's so dumb. So, but that once you get through the story, it goes pretty fast.
I mean, in a way, this is gonna be a weird comparison. The pull for Monster Hunter World is an action combat version of a clicker game.
It is, yeah. But even more so, it's an action combat version of Destiny. And it has it has destroyed the Destiny 2 community. Because I know a lot of people have been talking like, nah, we play Monster Hunter now with our game group.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know a friend of the podcast, not friend of the podcast, he's never on it, but a friend of ours, John Hudak, who used to live up in Madison.
The Dark Hudak, yeah.
Yeah, the Dark Hudak. Yeah, we've talked about him on the podcast.
Yeah, listeners, go back and watch the episode "The Dark Hudak Rises."
Yeah, the Dark. So we played Monster Hunter online, and he was just like, "Yeah, all my friends we used to play Destiny together. Now we play Monster Hunter." He's like rank 60 or something, like all the way kitted out, and it's like, yeah, it's because it's very addictive because it's a really good co-op game, like. And the loot grind is so much better than the way Destiny is because it's not. It relies on random drops, but it also there's so much variability in what you can do. Where it's like, okay, I'm waiting for random drops, but I got like 3 different weapons I play between, and so every time I fight something, I'm like, I got a couple more things towards this piece of armor, or and you're always incrementally like getting more and more stuff, and the combat because it's an open world now. It feels really fresh. It feels like you're running around like this living, breathing forest, and you can, like, they're just like monsters will run into each other and like fight each other when you're fighting them, and like it's just every time, like even though I'm fighting the same monster over and over again, it doesn't feel like that. If that makes sense, like it doesn't feel boring. Like, and because I can always try something new. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this monster, but I'm going to use this weapon, or I'm going to do this monster, but I'm going to focus on trying to break off its horns because I want to get the item that, you can only get if you break the horns. So it's kind of like all this complicated, like, stuff you can do in the game that just adds so much depth to it. Like, and then they have, like, community quest events where like each week they'll have like different quests that are available for a limited time. So I don't know, there's just so much to do, and like I'm talking about right now, I want to play it again because I want to get better at the greatsword. TJ, we're gonna have to play seriously. Sometime, maybe after this. No, you have to get through some of the early parts of that game.
If we were gonna do something after this, we need to get a little further in Final Fantasy.
Oh god, no. It broke me. I was playing Final Fantasy. TJ and I were both playing Final Fantasy 1. And my emulator, I accidentally deleted like an hour of gameplay.
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
I had to go back. So I have to like go through the dungeon again.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's fine. It really turned me off because I'm like, ugh. It was just an hour of grinding, like.
So, as resident podcast historian, I was able to find the Dark Hudak Rises.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, it's episode 59.
59. Too bad it's not 69.
Yeah, I know. Hey, nice.
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
5.5 years ago.
Yeah.
This
Been
is
here for a while.
This is the start of Adam's betrayal.
Yeah.
Where Adam's about to leave. He's about to move away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys talk about the betrayal for like weeks afterwards. The betrayer.
I like it's the Penn Adamant episode. I called it.
You're the one who wrote that.
Adam's final appearance. I thought we had the Adam show. That must have been when he came back.
Oh, the one where he exploded?
The
one with the bomb?
Well, I don't remember, but oh, maybe not. You're right. It was before that. Fuck, man.
Man, some of the old episodes were actually pretty good.
Oh, man.
Maybe not episode 0, but
Running with the Devil.
That episode 0 was even hard for me to listen to.
Hey, man, it's podcast history.
It is podcast history, though.
Oh, fuck. Random Cowboy. Tyler. This is when I had Tyler in the Sex Crypt.
Yeah.
And Lance.
It's from the Sex Crypt. Oh, man. Mercury, I know you're not listening to this. Please, I'd like to talk to you and be on an episode. Just, I'll make time somewhere.
Yeah.
Just get in touch. Just don't email bitecast at gmail.com. We'll never see it.
Oh, and here's the episode where Tyler left the show.
The problem is, as much as Lance still doesn't like that day, it was actually a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. It's just, yeah,
all right,
you know.
let's get into heavy.
Irreconcilable differences, man.
Yep, we need some memes.
We do need some memes. What's the meme? I know this meme, and I love this meme.
I know this meme, and I love this meme, and it just came back with a vengeance
Yeah,
lately.
yeah. Wait, it's
All
old?
right.
What's the history of this?
It is old, so I've got it pulled up already because I was trying to look up the actual.
What's
name
the name
of
of the
it.
name? Peter
It's
what?
Peter hurts his knee. So this originally came from an episode of Family Guy, back in July 25th of 2000, season 2, episode 20.
Yeah.
So during this episode, Peter basically finds whatever in this episode was very similar to a golden ticket. In this case, it was a hidden scroll. And he like runs all the way across town and then trips, and then he injures his knee and he doubles over in pain and whines for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Just, and even though it's been memeified, even as far back as as far back as 2009, it just picked up recently. Really, I would probably go back to the March 4th on Twitter, when Twitter user Vaporwave posted an edited version of the scene where he edited in graphics from Crash Bandicoot. Graphics and sounds. So picking up a Wumpa fruit all the way into the trip, and the trip is an explosive toxic box.
Yeah. My favorite. So how I got into it was the Burger King lettuce meme.
Yes, and this one's posted here, and that was done by Salty DK Dan.
Yes.
Who posted this Twitter with the description: "Hello, yes, I am a professional I'm a professional video editor." And when he trips, it's a voiced version of the Burger King foot lettuce meme where someone reads the description of basically about not eating Burger King
4chan
lettuce.
users discovered the EXIF date on this photo. It's like him just narrating
Yes.
like a robot voice guy narrating the fucking link off of the Burger King foot lettuce meme, which is a guy. This is from 2012, by the way. Where this 4chan anonymous 4chan user is just standing in lettuce in his shoes at a Burger King. And he's like, "This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King, ha ha ha!" And then a bunch of people like basically figured out the location he was at and who he was based on the data in that. So, and then of course that became a meme.
Yep.
And it's spiked exponentially since March 8th because people are doing Burger King foot lettuce memes.
I have in Twitter now you can bookmark tweets. Where do bookmark tweets go? Because I bookmarked a couple of them when researching the Peter Hurts His Knee meme. Can you not find them on desktop Twitter?
So anyway, regardless of that, the memes are really funny. It's just that like video of him hitting his knee and then like his mouth opening and closing to the time of various things or different songs
or not making him trip. I've seen where he's fallen into a hole. I've seen where he continues to run just off screen. It was the wholesome one. I've seen him where he flew away. And everything has some sort of cultural relevance, whether it's, some sort of pop culture somewhere.
Yep.
I just wish I could find where this stupid thing on. Where do bookmark tweets go on desktop Twitter, which probably is nowhere.
Yeah, so Meme Corner is good. It's good shit. I like this meme.
It's lovely.
Okay. Matt, what have you been up to? I know you don't got anything.
No, I don't got anything. I started working on a new song, but that's not interesting to talk about. I bought a couple of new...
I love listening to your stuff. So.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Tell me more about how great I am.
It's awesome.
Tell me more. Like, did he
I
have
bought
a
a couple
car?
more Drop Mix expansion packs, and I'm probably just
I put
gonna
Drop
keep
Mix on my
spending
wedding
money on
registry.
that. Nice. Nice.
I can't buy anything now.
That reminds me, there's a
fun.
expansion pack that's Toys R Us exclusive, and I have to see if that's available on their
Did you hear that Toys R
website.
Us was going to close all of their U.S. stores? They're
Yeah,
like in
that's
talks
why I
to do
need
that,
to
possibly.
figure out
Yes.
can I get that on their website, or maybe it just
Yeah.
won't be exclusive anymore if Toys R Us closes. But yeah. So there's like this whole drop mix subreddit that's kind of awesome. Like people are taking their decks and putting them in cassette tape cases with like custom labels for each one that
Oh,
are
that is
all like
cool.
cool retro-y. Yeah. And some are even taking it a step farther to, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those old like cassette tape suitcases where it's got like foam inside with a bunch of slots to put your cassette
Yeah.
tapes in. Some people are
that's
finding
great.
like old ones of those on eBay to carry around their collections in. It's awesome. I'm falling deep into this hole. There's drop mix tournaments, I guess, are a thing that
Nice.
Hasbro hosts. Man, I'm all in. I'm gonna
All
be a
right.
professional drop mixer. But
Nice.
at the
Just
same
do it.
time, I don't know. I don't remember if I said this last time, but like, it's kind of the being a paleontologist in Jurassic Park feeling, where I'm like, this is awesome. I'm gonna be replaced.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready for some fucking bowels of Reddit? Because we're here.
Yeah, let's
I
do
clicked that
I'm
link.
here for it.
I started reading, and it just made me so sad.
So, all right. Remember, Praise Harambe. The incels Reddit's gone. Thank you. That is the theme song for incels. So the incels Reddit is gone, but there is a. Let me just read. Here we go. The red pill sub has been compromised. A post says, "Be warned, it's not longer a place where men can become awakened to the reality of all the bullshit surrounding them. MGTOW is basically the last sanctuary away from being a slave to pussy. Here's the proof. I commented on this post where the OP is gloating about how this Tinder game is leaps and bounds better now than he's been using quote-unquote red pill tactics. Lol, lol, lol. I call him out on basically writing up a pickup artist field report. My comments even get upvoted. You can read them here to see that I simply asked from logical questions to why the sub is turning more into a pickup artist hub for guys trying to get laid. Got a message a couple minutes ago saying I was banned from the red pill sub for 45 days. Lol, 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 like I give a fuck. So the red pill sub is now just a pickup artist community is what they're saying. Men going their own way, which is MGTOW, is the new incels. So, no, I've got some good ones here. All right. Living with a woman is very frustrating. 165 upvotes. Edit. Frustrating. I'm not talking about the common behavior AWALT have. That's AWALT. TJ, get the lookup on that.
All women
Yep.
on the Wednesday.
Have. I'm talking about more subtle things. 3 things I noticed when I was living with them. 1, don't talk about your plans. They will try to discourage you every fucking time. And fucking is bleeped out. He's self-bleeped fuck.
Hang on.
Yep.
Without even looking it up, all women are like this.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, that sounds like something that's a real thing.
Yep.
even if they don't have any clue about what you're talking about, women have this insane necessity to give opinions about the things they don't know about. They can't be quiet and humble and just listen. They have to make random comments about everything. 2, don't make jokes. Jokes about them are the worst. They make all the dumbest shit. They make mistakes. We all do, but you don't ever dare make fun or jokes about their mistakes. They don't have sense of humor at all. They are very egocentric and self-entitled. 3, don't open yourself about your things. Don't complain about your job or about something, someone. Don't find out about your life. Only women have right to complain. If you complain about the stupidest thing like the weather, whatever, they'll say that you are negative, that you are bitter and resentful. This is it. Men only exist to work and provide. Don't talk, don't open yourself, don't make fun, don't be yourself, don't expose yourself. Don't do that. Just work and provide them. Marriage is sad. Stay away, brothers. By Xandors.
Sounds like somebody needs a hug.
Somebody
Yes, I
is
do.
clearly in a bad relationship here, and he's an awful person, probably. I mean, like, when you say stuff like jokes about them are the worst is, you made fun of your fucking significant other, and they called you out on your shit, and you're like, you're not funny. So, anyway. Let's look at this person's, this is something I love about Reddit. Let's look at this person's Reddit history and see what they're into. Because, you know, we can see there. He's got a lot of Spanish language Bitcoin things that he's at here, it looks like. Wait, no, this may be not Spanish. This must be Portuguese. Yeah, it's Portuguese. So this guy speaks Portuguese. And he's the moderator of RSMLC. Stoic free men going their own way. I don't know what this is for. Anyway, there's only 2 people that subscribe to that one. So anyway, that's a man. It's a man who has beef with living with a woman. He likes to complain on Reddit about women, because, you know, women, they don't like say their feelings. You know, they keep it all bottled up. I like to go and not talk to them, but complain about them online with a bunch of strangers.
Yeah.
Because that's what men do. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. This happened, ... A while back, there was this girl who'd sit at the lunch table and flirt with the guys around her. I didn't know her at all, so when one of the guys mentioned she had a boyfriend that had graduated, I realized she'd been flirting with the dudes at this table despite being in a relationship. Skip forward in time a bit during one of the holidays. She's talking about all these gifts her boyfriend bought her. She then asks, "Guess what I got him?" I'm not sure why I said this. I guess I kind of felt pity for the dude with her. But I replied, "Sex?" ? She turned towards me, smiling, and asked, "How'd you know?" So I just said, "You seem like one of those girls." Now I haven't seen her at the lunch table since then.
I was a dick to this woman. Now she
I love this
doesn't
dude.
hang out
This
with
is
me.
clearly someone in high school, first off. Second off, this person is someone who is a girl whose boyfriend probably is in college or something. You know, so she's just hanging out with people and flirting, which is talking to other guys, because you're in fucking high school, trapped in a building with everyone. And then she had sex with her boyfriend over the holiday break, and that was offensive to this guy. That this people in a relationship, you know, but you gotta go your own way. You go your own way, you know. Do you know what they should call this?
As long as their way is like far away from me, that's fine. They can go their own way.
They should call this subreddit not men going their own way, but it's men who should never be with women. That should be what this is called.
Well,
I'm gonna take it one step further. They shouldn't be with men either. They don't seem to be mature enough to be in relationships.
Yeah, they should be with anyone.
All right, we got
I
one.
wonder if this got more toxic since incels got shut down.
No, probably. Well, I think this is where everybody went. But let's go to the final one we got here. We got a men going their own way shower thought. 42 upvotes. Men going their own way shower thought. Now you can dress how you want. If you're not trying to get a promotion on the plantation anymore, then I love this too. Like,
wait,
plantation, let's just use some fucking signaling language here. Anymore, then what's the use of adhering to social norms regarding appearance? You might as well just dress like a pirate or a ninja or something. Why shop at Abercrombie and Fitch? Why shop at Abercrombie and Fitch when you can shop at Colt or Athena? Why not be that guy if women are out of your life? I'm going to start wearing a leather tricorn hat and a trench coat with a collar that conceals my entire face, like my Bloodborne character. I already carry a concealed Glock 19 everywhere, but I'm also going to start carrying a sword, like my 1796 light cavalry saber. Maybe on my back so that I can drive with it. Perfectly legal! Why should I care that anyone thinks if I'm not trying to impress women and blend in with society that revolves around them? I could actually pull this all off fashion-wise anyway, because I am in great shape! I have excellent eye for aesthetics and plenty of disposable income to blow on stupid stuff. There's nothing cringier than a fat cashier who can't comprehend fit or sizing, nothing to gain by conforming to women's expectations. Hell, wear a Western hat with a New Balance sneakers if you're feeling exceptionally bold and stupid. It doesn't matter. Nothing fucking matters anymore.
Well, I agree with that last statement. Nothing matters.
Yeah, but the kind of stuff he's describing,
What?
he's basically seems like he's idolizing the Columbine shooter.
You're literally going to dress up in a leather trench coat covering your face with a concealed pistol and a sword.
Yeah. Now he's putting a lot of effort into proving he doesn't give a shit about people.
Yeah, this is like, well, the thing is that when you wear that, no one is going to talk to you in public. That's the person who gets the entire subway car to themselves. Everyone's like, I'm out. I'm going to car down.
Be thankful that this person can buy a gun.
Yeah, legally. I'm sure. Let's see what else this man has posted about. Let's see here. A lot of men going their own ways here. Here we go. University hosts conference on quote-unquote toxic masculinity. Only 9 students show up, according to this post on men going their own way. Of course, this is a link to an article on thecollegefix.com, which says, original student reported, your daily dose of right-minded news and commentary from across the nation. So one has to assume that this is definitely not in any way biased. But feminists fantasized about violence against men. Quote here. Yeah. Here's a good quote. This is guy, he's gonna murder someone. I kind of need to find out who this is, because this feminists fantasize about violence against men, he says, or the post says. He quotes, I daydream about encountering a feminist who believes that she understands anything about physical violence and teaching her otherwise.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's like an explicit threat to harm someone. This is a man who's carrying a Glock and a sword.
Is there a way to report like shit like that?
Now, if he's concealed carrying a sword,
you're not allowed to conceal carry a sword, by the way.
In Texas, you are.
Yeah, this guy doesn't live in fucking Texas.
He lives in Texas.
You think so?
I think he lives in Texas.
You think so? All right.
Yep.
If you're this guy, write in and tell us where you are.
Well, I know he's biracial, because he says in a later thing where he's complaining about someone. I don't know. Anyway, someone's talking about like how everything's all like liberal now on TV, and somebody makes some comment about. He says, I don't know, racism against white people is socially acceptable now, because of history books. I don't really know what to make of it. Okay. But anyway, he also defends himself saying, as someone who is part black, I also, because somebody goes a little bit further than he does. And he's like, well, slavery was bad, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, it was bad?
No, he's saying slavery was bad. No,
you're not going to believe this, TJ. You should check out history books. They're full of bad shit white people did.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway. Okay, here we go. Here's the final of this guy. Well, I'm not going to share his name, because why should I? Sex to boost film career is not rape. Weinstein lawyer. He quotes, and this is the hottest take. Mwah, right off the oven. Right out the oven. Right out the pizza oven. Harvey Weinstein is an American hero. For
Jesus
a short,
Christ.
fat, ugly guy like him to fuck all these Hollywood sluts is nothing short of inspiring. I hope he's acquitted of all charges, not charged with anything, and his accusers get sick and die. Yeah, so.
Oh, okay.
And someone says, he's 6 foot actually, but I agree with you. And then he's like, well, he looks short. Okay, so you have no facts. Anyway. So, yeah, I mean, this is the crazy thing you notice about people that are like this, is people like self-radicalizing themselves. Because this person, looking at his Reddit history, is only on r/news and r/men going their own way. You know, so he's just complaining about news.
Ooh.
And he's complaining about
I should
news on... Yep, go.
I should teach you about a Reddit tactic. Called throwaway accounts.
Yep.
And our podcast listeners. So on Reddit, you can have as many accounts as you want.
Yeah.
And typically people who want to separate the kind of stuff they do on one Reddit versus subreddit versus on another Reddit will have what they call a throwaway account or alternate accounts, whatever you want to call it. But typically, if they want to hide some of their real identity or some of their real thoughts and have a different persona somewhere else, they'll have a different account. So like when you're looking through their Reddit history and you're only seeing news and stuff from men going their own way, he may have another account, and most likely he has another account that he does upvoting through, that he does comments through. He may accidentally post as one, but he'll be good to clean it.
Well, I reported his post where he talked about harming someone, so
Yep.
least I could do. I mean, if you're going to make an explicit physical threat, not at one person, but a class of people, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Anyway, but the thing is that you have to realize, and I wanted to talk about one final thing is giving me some sort of hope. Wherever you stand on Second Amendment issues, fucking the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas high school kids, fuck yeah, man. Like, that is awesome. They're like using their like position and activism and like kind of energizing schools across the US right now. Like, that's awesome. Like, it's a tragedy.
Yeah, those kids are fucking heroes.
Yeah, fucking heroes, man. Like, if I couldn't have done shit like that when I was in high school. Are you kidding me?
And the thing that upsets me is the fact that grown-ass adults are sending them death threats.
Oh, I know.
And I'm like,
It's just the most insane
you're
shit.
just proving their point.
I know. It's so
Yeah.
dumb. Like, it's just like, are you kidding me? And then, you have pundits like, oh, don't listen to these kids. And it's like, okay. But like, and it's just the most insane fucking garbage. It's like, dude, these people are going to vote next year. So get your fucking shit together, because I'm sure they're not going to forget about all the marches they did and all the people that threatened them with expulsion for, just wanting to not be shot in school. I feel like that's something everyone deserves. I'm kind of glad I got out of school before this shit started happening. Jesus.
I saw a right-winged meme going around.
Oh, yeah.
About the top five cities on the murder charts.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
replied to this on Twitter.
Yeah, the top 5 cities on murder charts. If you were to take them away, it would make us like one of the lowest.
189 of 192 countries in murder
which
rate.
first of all depends on your definition of countries.
Yeah.
Number 2, you're missing suicides, which is a big issue when it comes to guns. But number 3, like, well, yeah, they've all had a Democratic mayor for this long, and they all have gun control laws.
Yeah.
Where do you think they'll get their guns? Outside of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I want to complain about that even more, because literally what they're saying is,
it's just so fucked up.
look at the number of murders in America, man. We're number 3 in the world of countries for murders. This is insane.
Yep.
Remove the 5 most populous cities in the U.S., and we all of a sudden have 192nd murders. Not murder rate per capita, mind you, which is what would not change if you removed those big cities.
Correct.
I mean, it would change somewhat, but we would still not be as low as that. It's just like literally saying, well, remove all the places where people live, and there's no murders.
Yep.
Like, okay, yeah, good logic there.
You take every person out of this country, and there's no murders in the country.
It's the roll safe meme. Can't have murders if there's no one there. like, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Like,
Wait, is that what it's called? Roll safe?
No. That's the name of
meme.
that character in that that show or whatever.
Okay.
From.
Gotcha.
It's like I forget like I haven't watched the show that's from, or I think it's like a Canadian short film. Let's just meme corner again. I love this roll safe meme, by the way. But of course this is Black Twitter. Kayode Iwumi. Oh man, I can't pronounce that name. The web series called Hood Documentary. Reese Simpson, aka Roll Safe. It's just a huge meme.
Can't fuck up your knees if you amputate both your legs.
Yeah, the first meme that they found here was when you piss her off on purpose so she can say goodnight at 6 and you can just play FIFA for the rest of the night in peace. That's I love that. I love that in a while. So, yeah, they can't get fired if you don't have a job.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, good meme. Anyway, so I don't know. I think we're done though, right? We're kind of at time.
Yeah, we're good. We're right at about 2 hours.
Perfect.
Right.
That's what I thought. So,
Any
final thoughts? I can tant Fave 5. I actually was looking through that again. I want to do that again.
Yeah, that's a great segment.
Rotten Tomatoes does a interview series where they do their five favorite movies from all these famous people, and you guys got to try and guess who it is based on the descriptions and their interview comments.
I'm really bad at it, but I love playing.
Yeah. So, and I watched the entirety of the show Search Party, which is really good, and Atlanta, the new season started. I've been watching that, so tant those for next week. We'll get to that.
Yep.
TJ, you wanna talk about something before you leave? Your Twitch affiliate status, road to affiliate.
Yeah. I still need 6 more followers, just like I did last week, but I've only streamed one. I've only streamed once in the last week because
I watched it.
I've been fucking tired. B, those feelings of inadequacy have been coming through, and C, I know I get a lot more viewers when I do party streams, so I might just do another party game stream after I come home from work tomorrow night.
Nice.
That'll be a later one, but
if you're listening live, tune in tomorrow night.
If I can get a good 6 average that night, that should put me over. 'Cause I think last night was a 2 average. I didn't look it up.
I was on there.
I was there.
I always have a feed of myself, so
we
I
were
at least
the
get one streamer. Yeah, we got up to about 3. We got to 3.
There were
but that
3
includes
people
my
there
feed.
at one point.
I was the 3rd.
I got it. Fair enough. But anyway, no, yeah, road to affiliate status. Anything else?
But I added some cool stuff to my. I added some cool stuff to my stream.
Yeah.
I fixed some of the alerts, so everything uses. With me talking about my people watching me saying that there are low res heroes because I always stream in low res. All of my Twitch alerts now show up in an 8-bit font.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Including some with pictures.
Nice.
So yeah, if I get a new follower, it comes down from top. It's got a walking baby Mario on Yoshi,
nice.
and then they walk off screen.
That's 16-bit, TJ.
I know.
You said 8-bit.
The text is 8-bit.
Stop lying. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Fake
Text
news.
is 8-bit. And my heroes are low res.
Nice. Well, okay.
I added a stream boss thing, which that's a thing
gun.
where. You're good. No, this is part of the.
Let's start. We're doing the
boss.
end.
But yeah, I added a stream boss thing, and then I had the follower count in the bottom, kind of like Matt does right here, but it's not a count; it's a bar, because we got to hit that 50.
Oh yeah.
Got to get that.
Get that 50.
Boom.
Got to get that 50.
Followers. Yeah, TJ.
Is that a song?
No.
I don't know.
It sounds like a song.
Anyway, So TJ, where can people find you on Twitch?
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/May of May.
May of May, the month of May of May.
Yes, the name of May at the month of May,
Yeah, there you go.
sorry, May of May,
May
or
of May.
but you can always catch when and where I'm streaming. If you follow me on Twitter, that's at May of May 84.
Nice. I'm on Twitter as well. You can find me tweeting memes at Charlie Kirk, the founder of TP USA. I like to argue with him, to no one in particular,
Just to
but
bark at the moon.
well, he'll post stupid shit, and I just have to respond to it because it's just the dumbest shit. Let me just say that this man, Charlie Kirk, the founder of TPUSA, the AKA college dropout, hello fellow kids of the college Republican movement, because this guy's like fucking 35 and hangs out with like 20-year-olds. He posts like he's a walking like the emoji where it's like he's just that every post is like, oh, I wonder why this is, and that's the worst type of commentary, like when you have no insight, only questions, which is basically what most of this style of right-wing punditry. I mean, you can be a conservative news outlet and not be ridiculous like this is. Just posting like dumb shit, like literally saying like, oh, hey, guess what? The Korean War is fixed, solved. All right, no, it's over. We won. Like, okay, jumping the gun a bit here, I think, on this. It's just insane. Like, it's just some nonsense shit. Like, anyway, so he's a piece of shit, and the TPUSA is a terrible organization. Just read the article about the Kent State TPUSA lady who quit over the rampant sexism and terribleness of that organization. So I want them to be dead. So help me kill them. No, they're a terrible organization. They're sexist. They're racist.
Yeah.
They're run by a college
disagree.
dropout loser who encourages men to dress as babies and then disavows that they thought that was a good idea after everyone reacts negatively. So basically, if you're working for this organization, if something goes bad, the national organization, TPUSA, is just going to say, we didn't have anything to do with it. And they're going to leave you out in the cold. So that's someone you want to work for, I'm sure. So anyway, moving on. That's John Danger, John_Danger on Twitter.
And you can find me at Matt Haig Music everywhere. I got a song out, so search for Spiky Cars on all the streaming bits and stuff. And
I think I played it after
hey,
the last episode.
Oh, nice. And if you identify with any of the thoughts that we've discovered in our Bowels of Reddit segment, talk to somebody. See a therapist.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
It's okay to talk to somebody.
I was an angry, single boy when I was 15 or 16. Reddit didn't exist, so I could only just write in my diary about my fucking girls that I wanted to date but was too afraid to ask out. Just talk to someone, don't talk on Reddit. Talk to people.
Yeah, like a real
update.
actual human in real life.
I actually only need 4 more followers.
Ooh.
So.
We're getting there.
Well, there's 5 viewers right now, so one of you go subscribe
Get
to
the
TJ.
fuck over there.
Get the
2 of
fuck,
those viewers
fuck
for
you.
me.
Oh,
TJ, stop
damn it,
artificially
TJ.
inflating our viewer
We're
count.
gonna get in
I'm not
trouble for
trying to.
nipples and juicing the numbers.
Yeah. Juicing the nipple
Nipples?
numbers.
Nipples? No. You don't want to see
No,
this.
I think man
I don't
nipples
wanna
are
see
outlawed on Twitch too.
They are too. Yep.
So, I guess
Too hot.
Too hot for Twitch.
Too hot for Twitch.
All right.
I think we already named an episode.
Pushing
Goodbye,
my
stream.
buttons.